beginning our broadcast this week, it's sunny days in Nebraska, but it's not just the weather. I'm talking about U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue. He recently made a visit to the University of Nebraska's Innovation Campus for a panel discussion about agricultural innovation. And as you're about to see in this story, that innovation, coupled with collaboration, will be key to moving agriculture forward. Last week's panel forum at the University of Nebraska's Innovation Campus was the perfect spot to discuss agricultural sustainability, research, working together, and the role innovation plays in making it all happen. Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts, Congressman Jeff Fortenberry, UNL Chancellor Ronnie Green, and Harlan Vice Chancellor for IANR Mike Boehm joined U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue in finding ways to advance the state's agricultural impact. The leaders talked about how the government and land-grant universities can work toward that goal with a particular focus on the USDA's agricultural agenda. The USDA introduced it earlier this year. The agenda calls for the United States to increase agricultural production by 40% while cutting its environmental footprint in half by 2050.
We're holding ourselves accountable to do the kind of things that will matter. And what we see here, really food for health and innovation of more productivity using less resources, is all part of that sustainability. So that's the great thing about our Ag Innovation Agenda. It just slides right in like a hand in glove with our research institutions and ag land-grant universities like this one here.
With sustainability being such a buzzword in the agricultural space, Secretary Perdue explained to the audience the three pillars he sees as it relates to agriculture today: environmental stewardship of the land, social responsibility of feeding the world, and economic viability, one he says often goes overlooked.
But then the third part that many people don't think about, where I appreciated the tour we already had this morning, is a recognition from our land grants and our basic PhD scientists. There has to be economic sustainability, because if farmers and producers cannot make a living doing what they're doing with all these noble causes, they can't continue.
Perdue said advancements in ag innovation go hand in hand with rural prosperity. And a big part of that entails getting broadband to Nebraskans underserved in that area.
And the pandemic has done nothing more than to demonstrate the need for connectivity everywhere. Farmers are innovators. If they can connect to the cloud out there, if they can collect the big data, it's amazing what they can do in designing. Most of the equipment you see running today was designed in some farmer's shed long ago. And the ability for e-commerce, this from farm to consumer, direct marketing, those kind of things, you've got to have connectivity to do that. And that's where we'd like to see this go, because it will empower rural communities in an amazing type of way.
A couple more notes from the Ag Secretary's visit. He says the latest round of coronavirus relief payments to farmers will include livestock and other commodities that may not have been included the first time around. And in terms of China fulfilling its Phase 1 trade agreement obligations, Perdue said there is some catching up to do, but recent numbers are looking good and the two countries are in constant communication.